Stone skin, jaw locked, eyes thin, war paint on pale grin, heavy boots, track mutter, crush a clean sin, Bob thoughts wrapped tight around a weak chin, static in my skull, like a swarm in the jar, every memory a shiv, every scar a memoir, drag days like chains on a cracked black tar, you keep praying to a screen, I'm unhooking the stars, I've been walking through the smog where the sun don't speak, every billboard selling bliss to the broken meek, every handshake hollow, every promise bleak, you can measure out your life in the lies you tweet, I don't need your crown, it's a plastic trick, I want backbone bricks, grit that stick to trade backbone for a tap and a click, chasing phantom braids like a door addict. I spit back all the slogans you etched in my head, turn your slogans into gravel that I grind to tread, turn your comfort into cages that I crack instead, turn your idol little idols into maps of lead. With a soft display, all beige, all safe, no disarray. You keep fear on mute in a glass bouquet, smiling wide for the feet as you ride away. I've been sleeping on nails under freeway roars, with a backpack full of loss and collapsing chores. I learned hunger as a tutor on convenience stores, learned that every closed gate still hides weak doors. You filter every flaw till the face is gone, till the pores erase, till the truth withdrawn. You got perfect angles in an empty yawn, I got crooked edges and a burning dawn. Plus trends like a charm that can block decay, but the ground still waits for your grand ballet. You can keep that script, I'll shred that play, improvise a better funeral for your cliche. I don't chase quick fame in a flash parade, I chase impact heavy like a tidal blade. You chase sugar in the veins of a pixel shade, I chase thunder in the marrow that your gods mislaid. Every ad in your veins is a slow collapse, every scroll down the drain is a quiet relapse. You've been trading in your spine for a softer lapse, while I carve a new realm on your fragile maps. With your own denial, burn down that shrine to a comfort trial. You keep waiting for a hero in a neat profile. I've been building from the ashes of your ranked exile. Turn guilt into fuel till the fumes ignite, turn doubt into steps up a jagged height, turn shame into cloth or a sharper kite. Let it drag through the storm till it stains with fight. You've been buying hollow halos from a bargain rack, I've been carving heavy halos from a broken track. Melt the frames, twist rails till they weld my back, making armor out of remnants that your gods call scrap. I walk into the ballroom dripping freight yard dust, your perfume chokes on my pharaoh thrust. Every polished little handshake flakes into disgust as your paper thin empire wilts into crust. No symbols on my chest, just a beating flaw, just a ribcage drum and a worksite jaw, just a stare that cuts quiet like a hacksaw law. If you want a revolution, better start with awe, not the cheap kind sold in a branded prayer, the kind born raw from a vacant stare. When you finally see the cracks in your black tape on the window, black tape on my name tag, black tape, black tape, black tape on the window, black tape on my name tag, footprints in the hallway dust, my bucket full of break bags, no bass and buzz in the ceiling, dead clock, stuck on one, coffee stain in the shape of a coffin, someone writing threats in fun. Gun snap on a Monday like a door slam, steel anthem. HR smile like a rubber stamp, clipboard choir, quiet tantrum, barcode scan. suits, clenched fists gray. Every floor another cage match. Every handshake feels like praise. Swallow down the small talk poison. Not alone the dead lies. They pass blame like a hot grenade. Wait to watch it vaporize. Cardboard boxes stacked like gravestones. Printouts piling like a landslide. Data on the screen like handcuffs. Matrix tighten every hand tie. Break room fridge, crime scene horror. Stolen lunches, mode parade. Microwave hum like a brain drill. Paper plate thrown. Cheap charade. Safety posters peeling sideways. Think positive and fading. Emergency exit chained in secret. Just in case the cattle thing. Traffic choke on the dawn road. Red light stretched like a sentence. The billboard reacher selling comfort. Underneath it, liquor vendors. Phone screen burns my vision. Notifications, big commands. Every ping another anchor wait. Every scroll another brand. Turnstile beat by my paycheck. Daycare bill eats what's left. Late rent note in the mailbox. Landlord smile feels like theft. Neighbors fighting through the drywall. Bass thumb sirens in the night. Helicopter searchlight sweeping over alleyway. Fist fights. Junk mail, flood in the foyer. Predatory fonts and caps. Credit traps dressed like rescue. Fine print sharpened like a slug. Newsfeed feeds me nightmare reels. Highlights of the latest fall. Common vulture circling slow. Typing rage in every stall. Walking like glass in the gravel. Shopping cart with twisted frame. Graffiti spelling help us. Rain turns pain to bloody stains. Mom calls, voice like a whisper says the rent just climbed again. She's counting coins on the table. Says the landlord, now her friend. Brother stuck in night shift grind. Flu mask soaked in sweat and fear. Clocking cold like shackles. Boss breath in his ear. Old teacher posting made it. Picture in the rented suit in the caption. Hungry sermon underneath the sponsored loot. Junkie on the overpass. Telling stories to the sky. Says he used to sing in churches. Now he sings the past. Entire graveyard full of nameless stones. Plastic flowers bleached in bed. Maintenance man, what leaf blower. Treats their memories like some man. Charity ad on my doorstep. Photography of distant pain. Every smile a sales pitch. Every tear a brand new chain. Friend text, think I'm slipping. Topped it all in lowercase. Says the silence in his bedroom feels like hands around his face. The shutter storefronts going out of business glare. Man inside with cardboard kingdom tells me, son, they never care. Since they sold the water fountains, spin the park to empty lots. Cut the budget for the library, built the palace for the bars. Kids skate in the loading dock, jumping over broken crates. Security camera blinks, cold watching loggy. The filing fades. Factory line on the outskirts, windows black with decades soot. Inside eyes like burned out coals, moving. Teacher grades on borrowed sleep. Stacks of papers like a wall. Principal talks, test scores. Only chance. Yeah. Dead stare. Dead air. Dead stare. Dead stare. Cold concrete, coughing dust in my lungs. Dead stare. Cold concrete, coughing dust in my lungs. Steel bones humming under busted tiles. Elevators locked in, permanent descent. Neon exit sign stutters like a bad omen. I drag my shadow down a hall. history of cancel bonuses. I got deadlines tattooed where the hope should see. Whole life measured in the glow of a spreadsheet. Supervisors talk like broken vending machines, stuck on the same cheap slogan routine. Clock in, clock bleed, knuckles on the time card. Manager smile tighter than a bomb guard. Break room fridge full of borrowed tomorrows. Microwave meals, plastic wrap sorrows. It's your wellness while the ceiling drip mildew. Posters peeling, teamwork can heal you, but the compass takes us build ambition. In the door, the promotion is a blind partition. HR memo in a polite font, death threat. Self-care tips staple to a soft reset. They want quiet compliance, polite eyelids. Meanwhile, the foundation shakes under their eyelids. I walk past cubicles like open caskets. Eyes blue lit, souls folded in baskets. Every keystroke sounds like a funeral march. Every sigh rises, condenses on the arch of this office built like a padded cage. Fluorescent halo on a minimum wage. I carry every leg up like a loaded vial. Names in the margin, swallowed in denial. I won't be another line on their quarterly slide. Another ghost parked in the underground drive. Sober room humming like a trap. Wasp nest, heat on my neck, sweat stains under the vest. Boss breath reeks of imported privilege. Tells me grind harder, think about leverage. I've been leveraged since the cradle. Pawn family photos to keep food on the table. Watch past due letters pile like brick. Built the fortress from the lies of the slick. I see boardrooms framed in bulletproof glass. Catered lunches, stage laugh tracks for the class. They sip sparkling comfort, chart my decline. Dress it a binary on a quarterly line. I'm applying a language they can't audit. Every word sharpened like a clandestine product. If they come my hours, I cut their pretense. Rip the mask from their resource expense. You hear that hum in the ventilation shaft. That's not air, that's the echo of every shaft. Every promise that came in a neutral tone. Maybe next year, etched in brittle stone. Their wellness app asks, how do you feel? I click great while I'm plotting the wheel. Plotting how to twist out of this iron grid. How to flip their script like a hostile bid. My sneakers squeak on scuffed tile steps. Stairwell graffiti spelling out regrets. Each word carved deep in flake and paint. Testimony from the ones that couldn't wait. I climb with them, carry their weight up floors. Every lane in line with invisible wars. By the time I hit the roof, sky bruised gray. I breathe in sirens and exhaust decay. City sprawl like a sleeping animal below. I memorize every alley where the paychecks go. Street level now, factory gates yawning wide. Lunch whistle shrieking through the underside. Hand stained from morning shift residue. Work boots dragging like they lost a shoe. Constructions like crane swings like a slow guillotine. Forming parking numbers into a crack machine. Safety sign hanging by a bent nail hinge. Hard hat clustered at the portable fringe. They trade back pain stories over stale bread. Calculate rent while the muscles shred. No benefits, just a shrug and a smirk. If you can't handle it, find another work. I keep every syllable of that in my chest. Store it in a chamber labeled unrest. Next. Concrete breath, cold air in my jaw. Black hood up, footsteps drum on the floor. Fluorescent buzz, I burn in the glare. Walking calm, dragging all of my despair. Like a funeral chant, industrial hits, metallic echo in the vent. Knuckles crack as the vinyl spins back, needle kisses dust, then the whole world snaps. I was raised on venom and vending machine light, cheap food dinners and fluorescent night. Old heads preaching that I'd end up the same. Stand by a label barcode on my name. I'll rage in the hallway, spiced by the stairs, laughing through blood streaks, blade stairs. Teacher said you're a problem made of bone, so I carved every insult into granite stone. I don't break, I've been steel with spite, turn shame into shrapnel for the next bar I write, every side I glance just fuels my stride. I drag my doubt like a shadow at my side. I don't chase comfort, never chase me. They just watch from the couch as they cage me. Now I stand in the black zone, breathing in smoke, spitting out names of the ones who spoke. I got scars that spell out every veil, dry tattoo memory in the corner of my eye. When I blink, I replay each late night wait for a call from a world that just shut the gate. They want silence, I answer with impact. Every syllable a hammer, every line exact. You can measure my life by the crack in the paint, all chip walls, peeling off restraint. They told me sit still, take a little blue pill, let the edges dull down, let the high go chill. But my mind runs red line, engine about to burst. I'll ride it till it blows, or it finally lifts this curse. I woke up to a stain on the ceiling like a map. Every brown ring, another relapse. See my people fade in the glow of a screen, trading in dreams for a common stream. Our rhythms whisper, stay right there, feeding us fear, selling cheap despair. I slice through that static with a sharpened phrase, smash glass cages with the weight of my rage. I've been ghosted, posted, roasted alive by the same fake clowns that applaud when I thrive. They clap with clean hands, never touch the grime, never scrub bread from a sinking closing time. I push mops in the back of a strip lit store, stack cans till my wrist stay sore. Manager grinning low ball in my hours while I plan my escape route, counting my power. Now I hijack the day that was meant to erase me. Stand right here, daring anyone to replace me. Steel toe boots on a floor that shakes, voice like a drill that the surface breaks. I don't want your glass now, a fake gold throne. I want broken ground I can claim as my own. From the gutter to the rafters in a single breath, turn each small slight to a war against death. When the world slugs off for the ones like me, I etch your names deep in the scenery. Every verse a record of the nights we froze, of the bus stop benches and threadbare clothes. You can keep your soft life wrapped in lace. I sharpen my focus in a harder place. I step on stage like a walking blackout, every eye locked in, waiting for a tap out. They expect meltdown, they cry for the core on my brainstorm clouds to the tiny fall. On my spit for the kids with the mismatched shoes, free lunch days, hand me down blues. For the ones who learn math by splitting the check, do we eat or keep power running this wreck? I see cupboards echo like a hollow drum, check bounce hard. Steel shots, warehouse floor, red exit sign twitching in the smoke, palms taped up like a fist fight ritual, mic cord coiled like a vow in my hand. I paste lines on the concrete, claws in the drywall, names in my notebook, targets on all y'all. Jaw locked tighter than the deadbolts click, pressure in my chest like a cage dog kick. I don't pray, I prepare, calibrate every motive. Every scar on my knuckles got a motive encoded. Every cold little stare is a loaded remark. I drag daylight in and paint it pitch dark. I've been shoved in the corner, now the walls feel thin. Every shove just sharpen the bone and skin. Every slight, every smirk, every backroom joke stacked up. Black smoke in my throat, I see them all hiding in fluorescent glow. Fragile egos dressed in a borrowed pose. Fake kings in cubicles, plastic crowns. Only thing they ever built is each other's doubts. I was born in a hallway yelling at the ceiling. Mother said, kid, this world steals feelings. So I stitched my own armor from the days I bled. Turn my worst nights into crosshairs instead. I remember that when I busted coke, cracked hands, watching rich kids glide in their brand new vans. Laughed at my sneakers, split at the heel. Now they ride my wave, begging me for a deal. They talk big numbers, I talk past due. I talk rent notices taped in blue. I talk fridge lights shining on nothing but air. I talk rage cough clean in the kitchen chair. I learned patience from a landlord's threats, from long walks home, from unpaid debts, from rooms where the wallpaper peeled in strips, from biting back words that could split their lips. I'm the sum of each insult they tape to my back, of every late bus down a frozen track, of every fake friend with the compliment knife, of every sleep ruthless dawn that rewired my life. Rewired my life. Now I stomp on the stage like a riot in boots. Every line that I spit, taking aim at suits. Every boardroom grin, every powdered face. I drag them all down to my basement place. They build glass towers with their charity lies. Bought cheap halos to garnish their pride. I watch from the gutter, memorizing their stance. Plotting each angle like a sniper dance. I got calloused hands from dead-end shifts. From hauling boxes in the back door drift. From cleaning their mess, from mopping their spills. From swallowing rage till it bent my will. Boss man barking with his coffee-stained lab breath. Like cheap gin, hands on the staff. I counted his jokes, every punchline threat. Every irreplaceable, every sneered bet. Now I stand here, mainline venom in my speech. Every syllable a hammer, every bar a breach. Crack drywall in their heads when the meaning land. Slice lies out their mouths with these bare hands. I remember old friends who cashed out quick. Traded backbone pride for an office trick. Put their souls on layaway for a parking space. Now they stare at the clock with that hollow face. They scroll through feeds with that jealous twitch. Pretend they relate from a swivel chair itch. They post fake quotes about chasing dreams. Then delete my name from their history screens. I won't bow to an algorithm's cage. Won't clip my voice to fit the stage. Won't turn this blaze into scented smoke just to fit inside their polite little jokes. They say tone it down, we can sell you clean. Dress the herd up in a subtle sheen. Smooth the edges, sterilize the pain. Package every verse with the glossy frame. I spit ash in their handshake. Walk past their pitch, leave their polished floors for the gutter ditch. Where the outcasts gather with their busted gear. Where the raw truth roars in a crooked leer. I've seen kids with backpacks. Yeah. Shot. Static hallway, stale, electric. Fluorescent halos flick, then drown. Footprints grind through shattered glass. My shadow walks ahead like it wants out. Cold hand on the handle, paint peeling in strips. Door swings, breath hits the metal and drips. Every step draws a line through the dust on the floor. Every mark says I've been here before. I was raised in the dead wing, locked in the back row. Mouth full of ash from the lies that they echo. Clocks on the wall tick slow, then snap every second like a trap that collapses my backbone. Why are bedtime stories, bedtime threats? I was made a side, bedside steps. They call it discipline, I call it data memorized. Every flinch in the faces like prayer. Steel door slams, I ingest that sound. Let it run through my ribs, turn bones to battleground. I learned how to chew on the glare till it breaks. How to weaponize shame, fold it back into shape. I'm the echo in the hallway that never got named. The kid in the photo they crop from the frame. Every scar in my skull is a scripture in chalk. Every lockjaw silence is a loaded call. I took the gossip, brought it down, made it gravel, laid it under my feet just to feel it unravel. Now I'm stomping on the past in a pair of split souls, bleeding through the laces as the black mold grows. Air tastes bitter like a courtroom win, like a handshake caught in fresh bins. They wrote my fate in a foul thick gray. I tore the edges off and fed it to decay. On my ID badge, barcode grin, walking to the plant where the floodlights dim. Sirens in the rafters, smoke in the vents. Every shift another brick in the wall of dissent. Overtime undercut, paycheck in. Supervisor smile stretched tight on skin. He talks in quotas, charts and threads. I talk in clenched fists, unpaid debts. Assembly line goes staring straight ahead. Hands move automatic while the concrete. Halo, 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 halo. Neon bruise. Concrete, halo, neon bruise over my head. Static billboard, pitch and work harder till you're dead. My shadows in handcuffs, dragged across the stained floor. Clock hands drip, pressure still begging me for more. Begging me for more. I wake to alarms inside my chest, play deadline, heartbeat, hammering the death ray. Boss talks numbers like a prophet of pain, trying to baptize me in fluorescent rain. Staple my name tag onto this cheap skin, told me smile bigger and we might let you win. I signed one more contract with a half shut eye, while another small promise quietly learns to die. Slack machine, gospel coins fall, prayers jam, watching my reflection in aluminum glam. Break room gossip as a secondhand drug. I keep nodding along while I pull out the plug. I got callous toe from the overtime grind. Every ray's microscopic like a splinter in the mind. They paint over mold, call it brand new walls, and hand me a headset to absorb their calls. HR posters show a mountain in the climb, but the rope they gave me is strangling time. I chew through meetings like stale old bread, slide spreadsheets over like a path to the ledge. Like a path to the ledge. I march through hallways lined with hollow applause. Awards on the drywall built on work of flaws. They ask for feedback in the digital shrine and bury every survey like a corporate crime. Coffee in my veins like bargain bin fuel. They measure my worth by attendance at the stool. I see a glass office like a cold aquarium. Executive circling in tailored delirium. They sell big dreams on a slideshow screen, but the notes on the sides they keep the team lean. They call it a family when they need more sweat than ghost you on Friday like you never had. Mad, I'm a barcode moving through revolving doors with a 20-page and before invisible wars. They whisper efficiency every time I slow, trying to rearrange my spirit into one more row. I keep calm faces stacked like mass swap, one every hour just to finish these tasks. That compliments wobble on the brittle frame. You can feel the contempt even when they say your name. When they say your name. So I sharpen my focus on hidden escape routes. Study every crack where the daylight shoots. I stash small skills in the folds of my brain like a go backpack for the slow-moving train. I send secret emails to a future address where my worth ain't tied to a keycard access, where my pulse ain't synced to a timesheet code, and my lungs can feel past survival mode. I picture a workshop with a busted old fan, blueprints on the floor for a personal plan. Rent still hungry, landlord still knocks, but the dream in the corner is picking new locks. I won't bow down to a swivel chair throne while another executive throws crumbs from a phone. I'm rewriting my story in invisible ink, waiting for the heat to reveal what I think. They keep saying hustle while they sleep on cash piles. I'm dragging my vision through foreclosure tiles, but there's fuel in the anger when the paychecks light turn frustration into focus and weaponized spite. Weaponized spite. So I lace up resolve like combat boots. Step out the front door, trace alternate routes. No confetti falling, just a parking lot haze. No farewell party, 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 party. Just. Heavy boots on the stained tile floor. 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 Fluorescent buzz like a swarm in my skull. Jaw locked, eyes like a loaded drawer. Every thought in the red, every nerve gone dull. Every nerve gone dull. with a plastic cause. I wanna stand in the blast when the system stalls. Let the ceilings crack, let the plaster fall, let the floor give way under velvet halls. You said clean lies, I go raw fact mixed with the grit that they rather redact. I'm the glitch in the file that you can't extract. That stain on the record you can't redact. Every sit down, turn my spine to steel. Every calm down, sharpen what I feel. So I walk back in with an unsealed zeal till the suits breathe deep and they choke on real. Your glass tower shakes when I drag this chain through the lobby lights, through the carpet stains. I don't chant, I don't plead, I just state my claims in a voice that was born from ignored complaints. Ignored complaints. Ignored complaints. I've seen friends fold, chase cheap, escape, fate slow in the glow of a tiny tape. Eyes half masked, hope out of shape, talking big moves while they drift in place. I kept both fists in the present tense, each step dense with the past incense. Future stuck on the fence, I dispense the fence till the whole block comes with electric tense. This world writes people off like a bad dad, puts price tags on hearts then forgets the bad. I watch one more life get quietly sad on a shelf in the dark like a dusty cassette. They call rage a defect, I call it a flare. Shot straight through a cloud that refuses to care. I'm that flare on the edge of your office chair when you feel your safe job peel the bear. Don't talk about love in a brand new font and ghost every hand that your numbers haunt. I grew up on the I grew up on the steel door slam. Cold air, concrete glam. Boots on the ground. Veins, walk it by tight. Neon stains on the busted white wall. Step in, that stare, that dry grin. Knuckles raw from the last debate. Whole room smells like fear and cheap. I'm the bad decision scribbled in the margins. Name carved crooked in the back of the apartment. Came up coughing on the smoke from the garbage. Now I spit sermons at the wolves in the parlor. Every last doubt in my skull gets slaughtered. I don't need grace, I just need it louder. Snap like a trap when the pressure gets hotter. You fall fast, I just grow sharper. Concrete chapel, crack black statues. You pray quiet, I walk right past you. I don't see peace, I'm attracted to damage. You chase status, I'm addicted to havoc. I'm the line in the sand that you don't step over. The weight on your chest when the night gets colder. The flash in your eye right before impact. The word that you choke when you try to spit back. Build doors. Build doors. I don't play fair with the lies you drafted. Take your script up, leave it all redacted. Every excuse that you wave like a banner looks thin, translucent, battered. You build thrones out of cheap old plastic. I'll bring storms that collapse your tactics. You lock doors, I walk through the damage. Turn your safe house into blackened fragments. I'm the deep cut hidden in your playlist. The sick thought lurking in your late shift. The cold call coming with a blocked ID. That voice that insists that your face what bleeds. You fake tough with the secondhand swagger. I break ground with the real deal hammer. You stay small in the borough disaster. I make walls shake, floorboards fracture. Build doors. Build doors. I keep marching through fluorescent silence. Heart tapped into a different science. You play God with a cardboard halo. I pull strings that you can't even name though. Every cheap ground you flaunt gets shattered. You cling tight while your plans turn tattered. I see through the gloss and glamour to the cheap blue holding up your stature. I am late rent pounding on your doorway. I am lost sleep twisting up your hallway. I am hard truth scribbled on the mirror. I am old blame whispering you nearer. Walk that line till your soul's wear thin. Thought cable. Kick through doubt like a broken table. Head full of sparks from a world unstable, but I stay locked in, fully enabled. Your feet are trends like a starving vulture. I see new ground in a ruptured culture. Rip out roots of the fake and hollow. Play cold truth that your click won't swallow. I'm the sharp word, never on your timeline. The wall facts scratching, that's just all pride. The last stand scribbled in the side file. The wild card that you just can't exile. I don't chase lights, I break your costume. Drag that mask across the whole room when the walls crack and the glass gets peeled. All that's left is the scars you sealed. Feel doors. Step in. Feel doors. Shut the windows, mash on the floor. The cold hands gripping, bolted door. Dripping gasoline on concrete, boot prints burn in the shapes of old grief. Every step heavy like a hammer on a steel plate. Every breath bending into something that you can't fake. This is raw nerve wrapped in barbed wire syntax. Ink on my skin spelling out these contracts. I sign with the shadows in the stairwell. They want blood, but I paid with my farewell. I spit static in the boardroom banquet. Chairman staring, see a live hand grenade renting. You wrote memos, I wrote manifestos. You push paper, I push pressure to the threshold. I got a jaw full of gravel and deadlines, spitting out stones, leaving cracks in the glass sky. You want peace, I brought 10-ton impact. You want calm, I collapse your whole syntax. I'm that glitch in your perfect projection. Hand over the wheel, I hijack the direction. I turn cheap hate into concrete fuel, turn late rent into war paint. Brutal. Stairwells and locked doors, graffiti scriptures on the elevator top floor. Kick down cubes like coffins in a long row. Broke those habits like bones with a strong blow. Your brand new worldview's built on quicksand. Shake once the whole tower slips, can't stand you. Call it structure, I call it a meat grinder. Feeding your friends, pull out loose fibers. I don't chant slogans, I carve warnings on the drywall. Backstage early morning, every nail in the stage is a landmine. Each step closer to an unplanned headline. I'm that migraine hiding in your bright day. Turn green rooms into storm drain sideways. You bought comfort, I bring fracture. Your safe words shatter under pressure. I'm not healing, I'm the scar that remembers every small slight. Filed hot like embers, every closed door marked in red ledger. I sleep light, both fists like sledgehammers. Ow. Raising the factory of laid off workers in malice, where the time clock rang like a drill to the skull, where the lunch break felt like a joke, never full. I saw foremen treat people like spare parts, swap them, toss them, crush soft hearts. Now I step in with a face like a riot, silence turns sharp, nobody staying quiet. I flip your seminar table, scatter your binders, scrawl new rules on the back of your flyers. Every promise that you printed in big font shrinks down small when the paychecks stop. You build glass rooms high over cracked ground. I bring tremors to the ceiling, comes down. This is payback, written in blunt ink, line after line till the main beam sinks. I don't want seats, I want fault lines opening right under all of your gold mines. I'll stand there laughing in the cheat code while your empire folds like damn no. Ow. Tried to sew my edges, couldn't hide this flame. Security's nervous when I pace that hallway. They feel earthquakes each time the beat drops sideways. I've been banned from your polite conversation. Every word too sharp, every pause predation. You roll hand cold floor, blade stare, hands on the rail. Need a tick's red, every breath feels stale, 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 stale. Go, 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 go floor, go floor, go, 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 go floor. Blade stare, hands on the rail. Need a tick's red, every breath feels stale. I came in on a bad day, boots full of grit, pockets full of trouble and a grin that fit. The room looked raw like a bruise on the wall. Took one look around and I wanted it all. Hard edges, hard lessons I learned in the glare. Now I move like a threat when I step in there. My pulse in the pocket, my jaw set square. I don't ask for peace, I make mine from the air. Mine from the air. Black light, heat, chain link, shadow, then it white van. Crew in the smoke with a plan in hand. Heavy on the floor when the kick drum lands. Everybody talk tough till the pressure expands. I split through the noise with the cracked out stare. Count scars like receipts, I've been everywhere. If the ceiling come down, I'm still standing there with the jaw full of iron and the stare that dares. And the stare that dares. I keep my name low, but the warning stays loud. Read me wrong once you get swallowed by the crowd. Grease on the cuff, black dust on the tongue. Every line that I speak got a blade in the lung. I don't need a crown, I need room to move. Need the whole damn flow when I step in the groove. If the walls close in, I go harder, not new. Leave a crater behind in my wake. Absolute. Absolute. No, 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 no. Black sun, black sun grinding over dead glass sky. Black sun grinding over dead glass sky. Black sun grinding over dead glass sky. Steel boots in the hallway, slow off time. Fluorescent buzz like a wasp nest breathing. Name on the wall in a color that's still drying. Still drying. Still trying. I woke up with grit in my lungs and a headache shaped like a riot calendar, bleeding in red across the desk. Each square a silent indictment. Boss man barking through a cracked screen. Pixel halo, fake smile sermon. Clock hands drag like broken shackles off a small talk. But taste like vermin. Elevator mirror shows a face I barely recognize. Same keep ties, same empty eyes. Overtime and alibis. Vending machine dinner, loose change clatter like bones in a cup. Password reset again, another code to keep me shut up. News feed, flicker feeds, panic and portion control doses. Scroll through stage, vacation stage, proposal stage poses. Finger numb from tapping hearts on strangers, highlight reels. Meanwhile the rank climbs higher than whatever faith I feel. Concrete stairwell stinks of opaque and cold ambition. Footsteps echo like questions I keep ducking, that's the mission. Manager's door half open, gossip like poison, perfume leaking. Gray carpet stage map, every breakdown I've been concealing. Cubicle walls leaning with coffee stains and thumbtack scars. Printer jams, co-workers laugh, I'm counting quiet wars. Email chains like handcuffs, CC threats with friendly phrasing. Performance goals, stretch targets, a quick rate to paving. Public transit right home, flicker lights over plastic seat. Kid in a hoodie, knives off clutching homework and defeat. Billboard preacher selling miracle loans with lightning fonts. Fine print lurking at the bottom like a loaded gun that taunts. Street preacher on the corner spitting fire by the kingdom. Same block, liquor store selling consolation and small symptoms. I walk past both, head down, headphone volume crooked. Replay last argument I had in all the soft spots where they hooked it. Stained mattress in the narrow room, wallpaper peeling at the seam. Ceiling leak across continents, I visit when I can't dream. Phone glow, paste my face like a mugshot from the future. Late feet stacking like bricks around the center of my nature. Kitchen sink full of dishes, tap drip sounding like countdowns. Neighbors screaming through thin walls, every night a new meltdown. I mute the world with volume, let the static scrub my head. Mouth full of swallow speeches, every word I never said. Bathroom mirror fogs, I write a plan with one quick swipe. 3 lines, get out, hit back, burn through the hype. Water runs crimson from some knuckle, I forgot a split. Tiny wound, tiny proof that I still exist. That was down to the street like a shooting to the maze. City breath coming in migraine waves under cheap pace. Corner store clerk got me like he's pricing out my soul. Security cam blinks overhead code, always in control. Pace pass, shutter, windows, metal grates, pull tight, graffiti names cross out each still drying. Footsteps on the wet floor. Yeah. Footsteps on the wet floor. Footsteps on the wet floor. Footsteps on the wet floor. Footsteps on the wet floor, flickering sign, bad wiring smell. Steel door size on a dead hinge, name on the list, red line through it. I walk in with that dead stare, dead air, cold concrete, chewing on fresh pairs. Sneakers, back room full of dead plants, cheap chairs, whole squad built like blunt force speakers. You been selling that weak spine, discount faith. Handshakes hollow like a busted safe. Every word that you flex is a borrowed face. I see right through it like a busted case. Grim look, black nails, call it work clothes. Paid roll written in the dried up shadows. You push weight, made of plastic bravado. I push back, watch your backbone hollow. Every threat that you spit sounds secondhand. Printed off scripts from another man. You got barcode stamp where your models ran. I got deadlines marked on your careful plans. Crack jokes when the steel hits table. Old vibe switch, you ain't that fatal. You just cosplay chaos stage, play devil. I've been up late, breakfast with trouble. I don't flinch when your faction gathers. They talk big, low budget disasters. You the loud kid glued to the rafters. I'm the one walking out when it scatters. Weak pattern, begging for a blue glow halo. Screenshot stacked like a broke ladder. Still can't climb out that shallow echo. You want fame from a handheld window. Scroll your soul to the edges fray. Throw dirt then you hide in the innuendo. Glass heart tweeting through the longest day. Every post got a thrift store menace. Caption tough but the eyes show panic. Big top tight with a nervous tremor. You delete, rewrite, then dress it as magic. I see filters on every confession. Face blur smooth till the truth can't stand. You build faith in the cardboard heaven. Rain come once, it collapse in your hands. You tall, but your nerves been long ago. Credit cards maxed on a borrow glow. Old style lease from the status quo. You still broke where it matters most. You can't weaponize lies in a real room where the ceiling stain older than your tattoos. Where the lock clicks loud like a courtroom. And the only light left wants bad news. No. Echoes walk back with the old names etched in the peeling pain on the floor lie. Promises scattered, boot prints mixing with the bitter stains. I don't deal in your stage made legends. Every myth that you claim feels rented. Your crown looks thin as a paper sentence, ready to tear when the storm gets mentioned. I pace slow, count flaws like rosary beads. Every sin you parade looks cheap. You feed off fear that the weak still bleed. I cut that chain when I choose to speak. I be calm in the crosshair center while your aim shakes like a bad antenna. You rehearse that threat in the crack bathroom, mumbling hard lines to a dead fixture. Take a long look, this frame won't fold even when the last friend turns ghost pale. I got scars from a long line of chokeholds, still stand straight when the deals go stale. Your empire built floor, steel door, sweating in the hallway heat. Exit sign flickers like it's losing faith. I drag this black out behind me like a plastic bag caught in barbed wire. Every breath taste borrowed, every thought taste bird. Fingerprints smeared on the cracked phone screen. Names I don't save, keep calling me back. The echo lives in those missed calls. I let it ring till the battery dies. Shadows stack in the back of my skull. Skyscrapers built from undone tasks. Every fill your frame, different and harm. Every choice of bruise, flowering on the sleeves. I learned to laugh between impacts, counting down in reverse, waiting for contact. Staring at a stain on the ceiling, imagining it swallowing the whole room. Slow, I punch through the drywall, daydream. Knuckles bloom red or white. Someone upstairs drops something heavy, 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 heavy. I hope it's the past falling through. Swung back, coffee cold, panic hot. Mirror shows a stranger wearing my habits. Eyes like vacant apartments, rent overdue, windows taped. I brush off the dust of old apologies. Stacking with the unpaid bills, turn self-doubt into a mask. Sharp edges painted in cheap gloss. Walk outside, sirens for street ambience. Bus stop, wire sings in the crack earbuds. Everybody's scrolling like a shared hypnosis. Thumbs marching in perfect formation. I move through it sideways, spine crooked with quiet defiance. Billboard saints selling bottle covers, neon halos over dead parking lots. I remember sleeping in a stairwell, hugging my backpack like a parachute, praying gravity a better plans, then dropping me into another dough job. Office light flickers, copy machine coughs, paper jams like a clogged artery. Boss talking big from a leather fortress. I answer in silence, plotting detours, draw escape routes in the margins, turn deadlines into landmines. I'm done bending into polite shapes, done sanding down my own edges. Night shift bleeds into the weekend, calendar page